Hey guys, Mr. Marcus here, and as you can see, we're back with the Tottenham Hotspur Master League. If you can already tell that from the title of this video, I've really got into the use of saying that, and I've said it in the last 6 or 7 episodes, and I don't know why I keep saying it because it sounds retarded when I say it, but hey ho. Anyway, in this particular match, we have 2 matches for you from the Europa League and 1 from the Premier League. 2 matches again, of course, with 2 legs against Southampton, home and away. To be honest, it's not really that far because we're just going to Southampton and back, but hey ho. The middle game is against Hull City in the Barclays Premier League, and this game in particular against Southampton, we played our strongest side possible because I want to sort of maybe win the Europa League. I mean, we're what, 9 points clear in the Premier League, so you sort of take a little bit of a risk losing a couple games if we want to. I mean, I don't want to lose any games because it's all about being, winning the league unbeaten would be crazy, but I want to win the Europa League as well because it's always nice to have win Europe as well. It's always a good thing as well, winning something different rather than just winning a league or a cup. So with that being said, we faced against Southampton. Southampton, like I've already said several times before against them, they're my former team and it's really hard to play against them, but they really just pass the ball about a lot and don't really do much with it, which is funny because I didn't actually have that mentality when I was with them. But in the 31st minute, a strike away, comes to nothing. And at half-time, it was 0-0 between the two sides. And this game was so ridiculously hard because the midfield was so bogged down with so much potential. As you see there, 50-50 between the teams. 2 shots, 1 on target from me. And then literally nothing had happened. But in the 61st minute of the match, Koki on the ball runs past about 4 players. Well, it doesn't run past 4 players, just continued to run. Got a strike away and it came to nothing. And then about 5 minutes later, Ramirez on the ball plays into El Shaarawy. El Shaarawy runs past Alderweireld and Badstuber, gets a strike away, and this time he hits it just wide of Fraser Forster's post. And in the 68th minute of the match, having brought on Townsend and Son, we end up just getting a strike away, and this time Townsend actually gets a strike away, gets an opportunity from the rebound and pops in the back of the net to give us a 1-0 lead. Now, it's really weird playing Son and Andros Townsend. It seems for whatever reason, whenever I bring them on in the Europa League, they always seem to score goals for me. As sort of specified here with Son on the ball in the 81st minute of the match here. Gives it to El Shaarawy. El Shaarawy gets a strike away, really good save from Fraser Forster. And it comes out to Son and he pops in back the net to make it 2-0 to us, to sort of more or less cement us into the Champions League, into the Europa League quarter-finals, I think, yeah, because this was last 16. And I mean, to be honest, nothing else really happened. They got some strikes away. De Jong probably should have scored there. Lloris makes a pretty easy save. I may or may not start playing more Buffon in the Europa League because, of course, it would make more sense for his development for him to play every game every once in a while rather than just playing a game every once ever. So with that being said, this game ends up coming to an end now, and we end up winning the game 2-0. Pretty decent result against a relatively difficult opposition, and I mean, to be honest, we dominated the match. We sort of deserved it. It's what you expect. And Christian Eriksen for some reason got the man of the match, and from the other results we end up the likes of Merazvillo win, Macau's win, Sporting won 3-0, which is crazy, and Lazio drew and all that sort of stuff. But of course, the PES 2016 demo comes out tomorrow. There will be a video for PES 2015 uploaded on the same day, but I will do a PES 2016 video for tomorrow as well. You will see it tomorrow when the demo comes out and I play it, and I may or may not stream. I'm not really sure. I've got other stuff going on, so I may or may not stream it, but I probably, if I don't, it will just be a first impressions, and then I'll do tutorials and then just playing the games, playing some games and playing other games and stuff like that. Maybe some live commentaries, maybe not live commentaries, don't really know yet. So yeah, I'm just telling you that now. As you go through the Hull City, we don't really do much at Hull, we just sort of change some players around because we want to basically dominate the hell out of Southampton. So we play like Lamela up front, Chadley up front, Eriksen I think does play in the middle. I think he was one of the only players from the whole goddamn first team who actually played. I think I put Buffon in goal, Ambrosia at right back. John Terry was the captain because he was still going forward with the whole crazy red arrow thing, so he was sort of getting to his potential, and I was trying to get him just to basically keep a clean sheet and do a pretty decent job of defending. So it was always interesting to see playing against Hull. Last time we played them, they took a 1-0 really early lead, and then we sort of dominated the match for absolutely ages. Yeah, we don't play Christian Eriksen in this match, but we dominated the game for absolutely ages, and then eventually we ended up scoring the last minutes of the match. So yeah, crazy. So against Hull this time, in the 10th minute of the match, Charlie on the ball, waits for Gaston Ramirez, that's who it was who was playing, and Ramirez gets a strike away, pretty decent strike, doesn't really come to anything, not even on target. 37th minute of the match, Lamela on the ball, waits for basically no one, gets a strike away himself, and Lamela hitting it wide of the post. That's what Lamela does on a regular basis. It's just what he always does. But in the 70th minute, in the 40th minute of the match, they give the ball away really cheaply from a goal kick, and I mean, I give the ball to Ramirez. Ramirez just pops him back in the net. Ramirez himself has scored like 10 goals this season. Like, he's scored a lot of goals, considering that he's not really, like, he's a starter, but he doesn't really do much. It's really weird. Like out of the 16 goals that Benzema must have assisted, he's probably scored like, assisted like maybe 8, maybe even more of Ramirez's goals this season, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, we ended up winning the game against Hull City 1-0. Considering we were playing a relatively weakened side, it was a pretty decent result. Ramirez got the man of the match with 7.0 rating. John Terry got 6.5 overall. And from match day 28, we're still 9 points clear of Arsenal. We're 12 points clear of Southampton. And we're now 20 points clear of Chelsea in 4th. So I think we're sort of dominated. We're probably going to finish in the top 3, which is good. We should win the title considering how far ahead we are. But then again, you don't know. We might just have a complete and utter collapse in the last, like, 5 or 6 episodes of the season. I don't remember how many episodes. I assume there's like 5 or 6 episodes left. I think it's 5 or 6. So yeah, I mean, we're getting to the point where we're in mid-March, so there's only like 2 months actually left in the season. So of course we're about 5 or 6 episodes left. I would assume so. So with that being said, against Southampton again, away leg. Southampton played more or less the exact same team. They moved some players, but likes of Tadic came in instead of, I don't remember who was playing. Belhanda was playing next to James Ward-Prowse in the last match, but they were still playing Siem de Jong and Barini up front. We played a relatively stronger team, as you'd expect, because we wanted to play our strongest team possible. John Terry actually he actually didn't play because he was tired, but he did actually advance to his next role, to his next form. It's like, I've been watching way too much Dragon Ball Z. This isn't even my final form. But yeah, he ascended to his next form, so now he's rated 84, so he's actually my highest rated centre back, and he's only like 20 years old, which is crazy to think about. So like Dyer still rated 82, and now Ayan's rated like 79, but he'll probably get to 80 by the end of the season, which is crazy to think that I actually did a really good job with some good centre backs. Really crazy to think about. But yeah, in the first minutes of this match, they sort of attacked down the right hand side for them. And Ayan on the ball, plays it into Wilson. Wilson just sort of ran down this right hand side as you expect, gives it to Koke. Koke is just really good at running from box to box. I mean, it is his trait. I mean, it is what you expect, but it's a lot crazier than you actually think. And this particular match against Southampton, it was a bit crazy in terms of the goals, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a moment. We basically scored from our first opportunity in the game, and Benzema scores because Benzema's just an absolute beast. And Benzema scores to make it 1-0. And then in the 23rd minute of the match, El Shaarawy on the ball takes the craziest strike I've ever seen from a standing position with a finesse, like full power shot. And from that, it comes out to the 24th minute. Luke Shaw picks up the ball at the edge of the box from the corner kick. He himself just runs for a bit. He eventually does get a strike away. Keeper makes a really good save. Comes out to Ramirez. Ramirez gets a strike away, and it goes out for another corner kick. From the resulting corner kick, again comes out to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw this time just decides to take a little shot feint, get a strike away, takes a massive deflection off Pacini, goes flying into the back of the net, and for some reason the game gives it to Luke Shaw. To be honest, it didn't even look like it was even going in the other replay. Like, of course I'm not going to show you that, but it didn't look like it was going in when I actually played it. I mean, it was crazy, so I was surprised it actually went in and was given to Luke Shaw. Koke himself scores to make it 3-0 from the edge of the box, about 25 yards out of the actual box, which is, well, 25 yards out from the goal. And he scores to make it 3-0 to us. So we were basically dominating the match with 5-0 on aggregate. We were just like, yep, not really caring about your feelings at all, Southampton. We're just going to destroy you. As you see here, they had 0 shots in the whole first half. 59th minute of the match here, El Shaarawy himself gets an opportunity. He again pops it past Fraser Forster to make it 4-0 to us. We get 6-0 on aggregate, and we were just like, yep, it is perfect. We are just scoring goals for fun now. As you see in the 65th minute of the match here, Eriksson on the ball, plays a really nice cross ball to Ramirez as Piliqueta heads it down to Son, who just literally coming as a substitute. And like I said before, Son just comes on and he just pops it in the back of the net because he is just a beast. He can't do it in the Barclays Premier League, but in the Europa League he just has no issues with it at all. He could just score as many goals as he possibly wants. So yeah, 5-0 win against Southampton, our biggest win of the season so far in the Europa League away from home. 7-0 on aggregate, dominating like hell, really doing well. And yeah, so we end up getting into the quarterfinals of the Europa League. I keep saying Champions League because I'm so used to saying it. Benzema got the man of the match with 7.5 rating. I'm not really particularly sure why. And from the other games in round of 16, Napoli got through after being 3-0 down in the first leg. Lazio got through as well. Rayo Vallecano, Zenit St. Petersburg, Pablo Weistin beat AS Roma 6-0 on aggregate, which is just crazy. We end up getting Lazio in the quarterfinals, and that doesn't really surprise me. So if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe my channel for more, and catch you later.